This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 31st of January. I'm Michael Groff. We're closing out the month with temperatures pretty close to seasonal averages, but a warming trend is underway, and by early next week, high temperatures here in the valley will be up in the low to maybe even middle 80s. Yeah, the warmest temperatures we've had so far this year. Question is, how long will that last? What about some rain chances? We'll talk about that and everything else like we always do here. But before we do any of it, hey, it's Friday. That means it's Photo Friday here, and that's where we take a look at some of the photos and/or videos that you guys have submitted, and we've got a decent helping for you today. First, we'll start with David Parnell over at Brophy High School last Saturday. Beautiful day to just be out and about or go and attend some high school sports. Of course, it was indoors because it's basketball, but still, David takes those pictures wherever he goes, and we appreciate that. We always love your pictures. And speaking of, Beth in North Phoenix, glorious shot of a sunset. And she knows, hey, there was finally clouds to take pictures of too. She got some cool cloud shots. Michelle's really going to like this one. Look at the fluffy clouds there. Beautiful picture. That's from Beth, and she had, let me go back to this other one. This is some rain off to the west of where she was, and she said there was rain, even some hail there. And we had quite a few reports of some small hail with some of the showers earlier this week, so that's good. And again, just beautiful pictures, courtesy of Beth. Then Steve up in Willow Creek, and you know, this is a beautiful sight in its own right. He's actually had some rain up there and snow as well, 0.58 of an inch this month. And there's that snow up there on the northwest plateau of Arizona. Not going to be seeing too much more of this stuff for a while, unfortunately. We're going to dry out and stay dry for quite some time, but still great to see. Thanks to Steve and Renee up there in beautiful Willow Creek for those scenic views. Then we've got, we'll go international here. We've got some pictures from Zane down in Brisbane, Australia. Kind of creepy looking pictures from a storm at night. There's the moon. This is obviously from a couple of weeks ago. Look at that picture. That's cool stuff, though. We love that. And then Sally has some pictures for us. This is, where is that? That's, what is that? Quartz Trail or something like that. It's up there to the north, I believe. And then there's a picture of a cardinal. And then she's up on Piestewa Peak. Caught a couple of pictures there. And let me see. I know, hold on. Sally had a couple of other pictures from the Horton fire. Let me see if I've got those here. Here we go. Again, this was earlier in the month. There was quite a bad wildfire up there to the northeast of the valley. That Horton fire, of course, that's what brought some smoke down here just after the new year. And so Sally was up there hiking around and caught some pictures of some of that smoke and all that from the Horton fire. Remember, folks, it's been very dry around here in January. We don't think of wildfire season here in Arizona. Obviously, we know what happened in the LA basin. We know about these fires that are still ongoing outside of San Diego. But even here in Arizona, we've had some pretty significant wildfire action here over the last month or so. But we're not done yet. Hold on here. We've got one more video I want to show here. This is from Ryan Seek. Yes, normally our monsoon photographer, and he's given us a look here at the Horseshoe Roosevelt Dam. I know the water's being released, and again, we talk about this. Mike, how can there be a drought? Look at all that water. And the reservoirs across the state are still in pretty good shape. We still have a decent amount of water going there because we had quite an abundance of precipitation last winter. So the reservoirs are still okay. The groundwater supply is not so good, and the ranchers and all the agricultural folks, especially down in southeast Arizona, will tell you all about that, and across New Mexico and West Texas. Groundwater supplies are pretty bad, but they are releasing more water out of the Horseshoe Dam there. That's what an incredible view, courtesy of Ryan Seek there, giving us really the behind the scenes, the up close look. I mean, feel like I'm right there. Love it. So again, thank you guys so much. We could not do this segment without you, and this just highlights how great this segment is. Really do appreciate it. All of you for all of your contributions. And if you want to send in your photos or videos for Photo Friday, groffshow@gmail.com is that email address. It's groffshow@gmail.com for Photo Friday. Ryan has outdone himself this week. Incredible view. All right, let's get into it here. The almanac. Can we put the almanac over that? I don't think I can. Nope, because it's on another page here, so we'll have to go back to this. All right, almanac from yesterday. 63 degrees the afternoon high. 42 was the morning low. 69 and 47 are the averages for this time of year. And there's that 1/100th of an inch of rain in the bucket, officially at Sky Harbor. Outside now, yeah, we're late today, 1:30 p.m. 64 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point's 30. Humidity is sitting at 28%. The wind's light, the barometer falling. Satellite picture out here across the west. We've got some precipitation off to the north and west of us. Rain and snow for the Pacific Northwest and parts of the Great Basin. The Intermountain West. Some high clouds are off to the west of us. Those will mostly stay away. We will see a few high clouds passing through from time to time over the next several days, but by and large, the storm track's going to stay to the north. High pressure is going to build in. The heights are going to come up, and so we are going to warm it up. The watch warning map, for some reason, is cropped terribly, but nevertheless, winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, wind advisories, all of that kind of going on to the north of us from the Sierra up into the Pacific Northwest and through the Sawtooth Mountains and, yeah, down into the Wasatch Front. They could see some snow and nothing for us, though. It's very quiet around here. Flash flood warnings over parts of the Hawaiian Islands. Some very heavy rain, especially on the southwestern side of the Big Island. Convective outlook for today. No organized severe weather, but we could see some thunder over the southeast U.S. and along the Pacific Northwest coast. And here's the precipitation outlook. This is valid through Friday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing. Statewide, basically nothing. Because, as mentioned, storm track's going to stay away from us. Precipitation chances are going to stay away from us. But the question is, for how long? And to find an answer to that, we'll take a look at the models right now, see what the future may hold. Here we go. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid 5 o'clock this afternoon. Shortwave over the southeast U.S. Heights are starting to come up here over the southwest. Got a trough out there, an upper low along the Pacific Northwest coast and the west coast of Canada. What it means down on the surface for the rest of the afternoon for us, mostly sunny sky. High temperatures topping out in the mid and upper 60s. And that's where we ought to be for the last day of January. For tonight, skies are mostly clear. Overnight lows should be in the 30s for the cold spots, low to mid 40s in the urban core. Tomorrow, it's more the same, except warmer with highs in the low to mid 70s. Sunday, a few clouds, but not bad. High temperatures close to 80. Now, early next week, we should see a few more high clouds coming into the mix. Deep layered westerly flow for the west coast. And so we're going to see rain and snow for the Sierra, Northern California, the Great Basin, but parts of Idaho and well to the north of Arizona. But here, again, just some high clouds. High temperatures should top out in the low and middle 80s. Warmest days we've had in a while. Same thing Tuesday. Highs 80 to 84, partly sunny. Wednesday, temperatures will come down a little bit. The upper heights are going to fall off slightly. High temperatures should get back to, I'd say, mid to upper 70s, and we'll continue with a small cooling trend as we go toward Thursday with highs in the low to mid 70s. Again, plenty of rain and snow well to the north and west of us. A week from today, this is Friday, the 7th of February, and you can see over the southern tier of the United States, westerly flow, kind of that zonal flow, flat ridge to the south of us, and we are still mild and dry. Going on 10 days, Sunday the 9th of February, and again, it's more the same, basically a zonal flow. Look at that. Look at that incredible ridge that's over there, 585 ridge over the Northeast Pacific. And the flow should start to amplify a bit, and I'm kind of going to be curious to see how that could play out for a short wave to develop and maybe come down the west coast and maybe ultimately give us cooler weather out here toward about 10 days. But that remains to be seen. Evidence of a much higher amplitude pattern coming in out here by 7 to 10 days. But of course, when we're out here at 10 days, this is trudging into fantasy land. But indications are that we'll see a more high amplitude pattern. So is winter over? Not necessarily. Certainly not for the rest of the country. But for now, at least in the southern tier of the United States, conditions look to be mild for quite a while. All right, looking at rainfall for Phoenix off the GFS ensemble. This goes out through the 14th of February. All right, the control member's way up there over a half an inch. That's optimistic, I would say, but for the most part, the ensemble mean is very, very low, or not even really at a tenth of an inch. European ensemble, again, on the control member up over a quarter of an inch. The ensemble mean shows barely anything at all. And temperatures off the national blend of models. Monday, Tuesday look to be the warmest days, at least taking this at face value, and then slightly cooler temperatures thereafter. And for the most part, though, the trend is going to be above average temps for quite some time with that westerly flow around here and the storm track staying away. All right, that's it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here on Monday morning, but of course, updates before that if necessary. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you really like what we do here, then click that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube, make those monetary contributions to us, or you can donate directly via PayPal. groffshow@gmail.com is that PayPal address. It is groffshow@gmail.com for Photo Friday, or for PayPal. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me just take this sip of Coke Zero. All right. Need that little caffeine boost. groffshow@gmail.com for PayPal. No, we're not editing that. We're leaving it in. One day we should have outtakes. Should just play some of the old outtakes. That would be hilarious. Of course, a lot of that would probably get us demonetized, but just be something fun. Maybe something for a subscriber only thing, or like if we ever get that Patreon set up, we'll do that. We'll show you outtakes. We'll do behind the scenes stuff. Michelle's been saying this for a long time. You need to do like behind the scenes and a lot of, show kind of how the sauce is made around here, how we put together the weather video, which I don't think is all that interesting, but you know what? I'm probably in the minority. I think a lot of you may want to see that. So maybe that's something we'll do. All right. Speaking of, the executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona, talking about my Michelle. Check her out. Check out her blogs, videos, everything else that is Michelle related and also Adriana related. It's all linked up down in the description. And of course, what else is linked up down in that description is our streaming station. It's available 24/7, 365. It's called KMGX. What do we do there? We play a ton of music. We have a lot of fun with that. You can listen via the links in the description, or you can just go directly to kmgx.com and listen via that avenue. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. All of your continued support, so greatly appreciated. Please be safe out there. You guys have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. I'm going to take another sip of this.